everybody, welcome back to FIFA 16 Orlando City Lions Manager Career Mode. I'm your host JT Plays. Today we're doing a squad update. We haven't done one since March, so we are middle of May, so it's been about 1.5 months. Let's get into it. First off, before we play any more games on or off camera, we're going to do some player development today. And we are going to add one more person. We've been giving up some goals, so it's time to get Joe Bendick to the training. And actually, he's already trained and he got a D. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get our backup center defensive mid, Darwin Surend. He is currently a 71 overall. We are going to do 2-on-2 defending. We're going to simulate his drill. Let's see if he can go up to a 72. And he cannot. He really didn't improve at all. So, there we go. We've used all our training. And now it's time to look at the MLS table. So, through a good portion of the season so far, New York City Football Club, they are on top of the MLS Cup in the Eastern Conference at 7 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. 24 points, they've scored 13 and only allowed 9. Then Toronto FC and then ourselves are in third. We have 15 points, 4, 3, and 3, 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses, in 25 goals scored, but 23 allowed. That is the worst in the East, and not only in the East and in the West. So we have the worst goals allowed by 1 over New England Revolution, who we just played last episode. If you didn't get to check it out, go check it out. It was a crazy game, especially the second half. But 25 goals scored, yeah, that leads the MLS. So we're first in goals for, first in goals allowed. Goal difference, only 2. And again, 15 points, we're in third. 1-5 for the Eastern Conference in the MLS Cup. It's us, Toronto FC, New York City Football Club, DC United, and the Montreal Impact in the West. LA Galaxy, as they should, they are 6-1-3. Whitecaps, Real Salt Lake Sounders FC, and FC Dallas. So far, the worst teams in the MLS: Colorado Rapids in the West at 1-5-3, and Columbus Crew SC 2-1-6. So with that said, let's go ahead and pull up a squad report. So far, basically, what do you want to know about this team? It's here. Our goalkeeper, Joe Bendick, so far, he has played in 13 games, hasn't missed 1, and he has gone up in 1 overall. He's very happy with his team, and like most people are, they are very unhappy. But one is very unhappy, and that's Kevin Molino. He is 71 rated, he has okay form, he's 24, he's a right mid. But he's unhappy. He wants playing time. However, we just cannot fit him in. As we go down, Earl Edwards Jr., probably haven't heard of him because he's the backup goalkeeper to Joe Bendick. So he probably won't get anything going. And then our star, Kaká, 82 plus 1 overall. Center attacking mid, 33 years old for $14 million. He better be worth it. So far in the MLS Cup alone, 10 appearances, 7 goals, 5 assists, 3 yellow cards though. In the Champions Trophy at the beginning of the season, when we played the Fire, when we played all them guys, he had 3 appearances, 3 goals. So, 10 goals already for Kaká. He is our leading goal scorer, but right behind him, actually it's Kyle Larin at 11. 10 MLS Cup goals, and then 10 appearances, that's average 1, you throw in 2 assists. It's Larin in first, Kaká second, and then a slew of other people trying to catch them. So Larin and Kaká, they are our big time goal scorers. They are what this team needs to keep us there. And so far, it's been good. It has been good. Let's check our inbox, see if we have anything going. Molino, obviously not happy. We've archived it. We've already talked to him. Let's go ahead and check out our youth staff. So far we only have one scout, and that's Andrew Woodbury. 3-star judgment, 3-star experience. And he has a scouting report available, so let's go ahead and view it. And we have found two guys, Jonathan Montiel and Theosin Jordan Boys. A 70 to 94 potential. We will definitely hit him up. He's 16 years old, he is a lefty, and he weighs 150, 5'4". So nothing else, he could potentially be a striker, he could be a midfielder. So we are going to continue scouting him. And then Jonathan Montiel, he looks pretty decent for a 15-year-old. Obviously, we've only been scouting him for 1 month, so he can play midfield, he can play defense, he can play striker. And Jordan Boys, we said striker. Well, scratch that, he can be a defender or a midfielder. So with that said, we're going to continue scouting both of these guys. And we will be looking at Theosin Jordan Boys in the future to come to help improve this team. Let's see if we can hire another scout. We have $3.059 million in the bank. And most of these guys, well, they don't take much, as you can see. But we're going to sort by best experience. And that looks like Lane Morgan of Canada and then Harry Lenhart of the U.S. Both coming in at $1.944 million. Best judgment, well, you don't have many of them. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a Canadian scout in Lane Morgan, or Ian Morgan, however you say it. I believe that's Lane Morgan though. 1.9 million, 3 million budget. We will have just over $1 million left, but we are going to hire him. We need that experience, we need that judgment, and we need a new region to get out of. So we're going to set up a scouting network, and we are going to send him to, let's see, we're going to send him, let's send him to Spain for the Liga BBVA. And 3 months duration, it'll cost us around $117,000. Let's get him for 6 months, and let's get him physically strong. No, let's get a defensive-minded guy, because we don't have many of them. So we are going to set up a scouting network there. He will return on September 11th, 2015. So with that said, guys, there you go. We get a message, and we have set up his scouting network. So he will look for BBVA players in Spain, defensively minded. So let's go to our schedule to wrap things up here. What have we done so far? Well, it all started in February with the Champions Trophy. We won the first round against the Chicago Fire 3-1, lost against Sporting KC 3-2, and then we lost to SC Dallas and knocked us out 5-1. We got our butts handed to us. On into March, for the opening game, we lost to New York City Football Club 2-1 at home. Then we had Houston Dynamo, we drew 3-3. Montreal Impact 3-1 loss. Whitecaps FC 3-1 win. On to April, we then had the DC United, we drew 1-1. New York City, we got our revenge, we won 4-3 at their home. Portland Timbers 2-1 loss, they score I think 90th minute. Columbus Crew SC 4-2 win. And then Toronto FC, big game there, we drew 1-1, so we did get some points. And then into May, our first game against the Revolution, 6-5 win. That was the last episode, go check it out if you haven't. But so far in May, it's a busy month. We have DC United again, then LA Galaxy, New York Red Bulls, then the San Jose Quakes, Portland Timbers for an MLS US Open Cup match. And then we'll round it out with Columbus Crew once again. After that, we have 1 month until the transfer window there you see in July, all the way through August. And then September, October, that's when our season ends. We end it with 2 games in October. Montreal Impact at home, and then all the way down to the end of October with Philadelphia Union away. So that will be it, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do whatever you feel is necessary. Thank you for watching this episode of Orlando City Lions.